Hello everyone, welcome on back to Survival Challenge. Alright, so first things first, we have this field here that obviously does need to be sprayed. Then we have, I want to get this field limed and planted today, this one here. Then hopefully we can get the green beans harvested. That is the goal at least. Oh, this isn't all the way unfolded yet. It helps when it is. I heard it, it's a little bit better. It actually sprays. So. Yeah, I did get some of the milk brought over and sugar. We have a decent amount of chocolate goat milk right now. Chances are, right now we're producing, it seems to be more chocolate than we can produce goat milk, kind of from what I'm seeing at least, because we have 3 pallets there that are kind of just sitting there, obviously not being made into anything right now. So I think as much as we can, we'll try to do the chocolate goat milk, but push comes to shove, we could always just sell the chocolate as is. It's not a bad price by any means, so it wouldn't really hurt anything, just gotta sell it as is. So I'll have to kind of keep that in mind, more likely, as a possibility. That's really what it is. But yeah, we can get that field all planted, which would be nice. I should probably have the time speed a little bit higher, try to get the fog to dissipate. It's pretty heavy over there. You can hardly see the harvester even. So probably gotta get that kind of going away. So it's kind of why I figured we should do this over here first, just so we had time for the fog to dissipate a little bit. There's obviously some fog here, but it's not nearly as bad. Well, the fog is looking a lot better, so I can turn that down. Should be able to get all the green beans done. Obviously, we do need to get the preserved food factory place, so I will get that done right now, since this is filling up. I want to say it's over 300,000, right? Yep, right here. Kind of figured it would fit fairly well over here. Obviously, the biggest thing is I want to have enough room that I can turn around to. That did a lot of ground changes. Wow. Yeah. I knew it wasn't very flat in here, but I thought it was a little bit better than that. Softening in 25, I personally, just from what I've noticed, I think it's a little bit better than it used to be. Feels like it's a stronger tool to have than it used to be, in a way. Yeah, it's the same one. Maybe that is just a personal opinion thing, but it feels like it's a lot better than it was in Farming Sims in the past. Still a pretty steep hill in here, but it's not too bad. It's on a hill, so regardless of what I do, it's going to be a bit of a steep hill. We'll take a look at that a little bit once we get a little bit of time. Let's get this. String assist. I will check to make sure there is no missing soils or anything, because that is something I noticed. Well, it appears everything is good. Oh, I'm in the wrong thing. That doesn't help. Yeah, alright, everything is up to date, so we don't have any issues there. I wanted to check that, because the last thing I need is to start putting lime down and for it to not be up to date, and then we're kind of screwed, just like I was with the sugar beets there, where it's kind of, maybe it's fine, maybe it's not. You know, we'll see. It's not adding a ton, but it's mainly, like I've said in the past, it's usually the loam is where you kind of notice where it's lowest. It's lowest first. If we hit a piece, yeah, it goes up a decent amount right there. Either way, it's not going to hurt anything by adding it sooner than it really needed, you know. It should, in theory, boost things. There are some things that I see are over limed, which is not great, but it is kind of expected. There's quite a few pieces that are like this throughout all of the fields. I think it's just in 25, at least for precision farming, it seems to be a little bit more sensitive, I guess. It's not as forgiving. There'll be spots that are just going to be double, regardless of what you do, it seems. Which, I mean, makes sense, obviously, for how we're doing this. You're not going to shut down, like, certain sprayers or nozzles. This is just kind of how it is. Kind of got what you got. So it does make, you know, realistic sense on how this would be applied and how I am applying it. And let's get this knocked down quite a bit. And we'll take the strip down here. Is this the minimum? No, it's not the minimum. It goes. That should be the minimum. Then this field should be at the best it can be. Then we'll get it planted. We should have enough seeds and everything on hand, I think, to do this field at least. And then, obviously, we'll be doing the harvest for the green beans. So, I'm not sure how long that'll take. I'm assuming a while. That's I kind of blocked a while off to do it, so I'm assuming it's not just going to be a short little thing to do. Not a huge header, so in theory it should take a while, just based off of that. And it's a fairly sizable field, and a field that we have done corn in it, and it's taken a while, and that's a far bigger header than what we have for this. So, is it more than double? It might be. It might be more than double if I take a look-see. It's somewhere in here. What do we have? We have this one? 12 meters, and this is a 4, I want to say. So it's a pretty sizable difference. Yeah. Maybe this is faster. It's 10 miles an hour. I don't think that's going to be that big of a difference in the end. That's 6 miles, so it is a decent amount, but one is also quite a bit larger still. You can't change that fact regardless. So let's put, I was talking about oats in here. I went too far. Shouldn't take too long to get this planted. I don't think it generally does. Fairly long strips with a larger planter kind of helps. This top piece up here, I don't know if it ever actually gets planted or not. It's a tough little corner there. Really, this top piece can be a little bit of a struggle with larger equipment, it seems. Yeah, I'm just going to do a short little time lapse. We'll get this finished up nice and quick. So I'll talk to everyone once the time lapse is done.
This love
All right, well, we're just about done with the oat planting, final strip, so we'll get everything folded up and I'll get the planter put away. I'm probably going to bring both of the trailers over to the green beans, just more so to be on the cautious side of things. I'm not sure how well it's going to yield, so just to be on the safe side, we'll grab both. I'd rather be on the safe side than, regret it later where I'm like, oh, dang, what the heck, Obviously, we have quite a few, we have quite a bit of capacity already. I mean, we have basically 60,000 liters in the semi-trailer. There's going to be 45,000 liters in the harvester itself. Then you combine that with almost 50,000 liters, or no, 40,000 liters, 45,000 in the tractor one. I think there should be plenty there. If there isn't, then I will be surprised, to be honest. So, and we can go up, and I think it's up there. So it gives us a little bit of time to actually check out the reserved food factory. I'll likely be doing peas in here as well, as I'm kind of thinking, at least. It looks fairly good. Obviously, it's on a hill, so I do expect it to be a little bit, well, kind of a steep hill on the one side. It's kind of expected. There we go. So we'll drive around it. Biggest thing is I just want there to be enough space for me to drive around and unload, which there is. It's a bit of a steep drop off here. Yeah, I might want to do a little bit more work to this. Just a little bit. So I'll probably level this out quite a bit. Sometimes it doesn't want to level how I want it to level. Maybe a way to put it. I want to level it a lot around here. Yeah, this just to extend it out, basically. Then come in with the softening. And that should be a little bit better. It's not as in the air, I don't think. It's hard to say for certain, but the biggest thing is obviously make sure there isn't too big of a drop off right around here, and it's a fairly easy drive on thing, because it's not just going to be having the tractor on it, it's also going to have the semi. It is a pretty steep hill, so I'm sure filling it up will be something, but so I'm going to try to raise it right around the point. That's it. Now it's more, actually buried in. Hey, that's a lot better. Still not sure there's actually enough room to drive around with the semi, but keeping that, I'm sure we can back up into there. We'll get this out here, then I'll grab the semi, we'll get this positioned out here as well. I will likely just line them up both over here. This will also just be having a backup, basically, just in case it does fill up the one. Yeah, that's it's gonna take a while. I can definitely see that right now. Doesn't seem to be yielding a ton for the amount, which is a good sign. Well, it's a good sign as in, like, we probably don't need, as many trailers as we do have. And we'll be able to do numerous strips up and down without much issue, it appears. I mean, over halfway through a strip and it's 1,000 liters finally, you know. So if we're talking, obviously with a 45,000 liter capacity, it's going to take a while to fill up. So I am curious to make sure the environmental didn't drop. Okay, because I'm a little bit worried after the whole sugar beet thing over there. So it's going to take a little bit for all of our fields to get back up. Or I should say our total score to get back up just because of that. It's unfortunate, but it's just kind of how it's going to end up being. So yeah, this is going to take a little while. I'll probably try to split it up into 2 sections. Oh, we're just about 2,000 liters. So we'll, like I said, take a while to get it all finished out. And once I've gone around like twice or so, I can start making the strips up and down. There's less turning around. Well, I think I'll just go ahead and start the time lapse for this. This might take a little while, we'll see, but I'll check everyone once the time lapse is done.
Down the road less traveled. It's harder when the sun is shining, 'cause the light's not fair. I'm talking to my darkest shadows. This love is do or die, but they don't care. I don't know why.
Alright, so we're just about done here with the green bean harvest. It's been a long time coming. But it's good to know that obviously I have a pretty good idea how long it takes now to do the whole harvest. So either, in the future I'll maybe split it up in half. I could do that, where I just do half of it, then I do the other half later. It's an option. I've done that in the past with some harvests, so it is an option. Let's see this a little bit here. There we have it. The whole field is done. It took, I want to say, about 35 minutes of real time. So not like super long. I mean, about as long as that canola field takes, but. So, like I said, maybe I could split it up in half or something in the future. And it'll all fit into the semi. Pretty comfortably fit into the semi, too. Well, let's get swapped over. So in total, we got 48,000 liters from that. That is going to yield, I would assume, quite a bit for the, jarred green beans, I believe it's called. Maybe it's canned. It's one of the two. Quite a bit of money is coming up, but that's what I know. I'm not quite sure when they're sold, so it's possible we'll be sitting on it for a while. We'll see. Hopefully it's not too much. More chocolate there. Surprised that has still some left. Let's get that emptied into there. I will get the production turned on. Let's see, jarred green beans, activate. Yeah, we got rice rolls, a rice box, parsnip, spinach, carrots, rice flour. Oh, so what? Noodle soup. We could technically do that, actually. We could make the flour. It's not hard to do that. And we have eggs, so we could actually make noodle soup if we wanted. Oh yeah, it's gonna yield quite a bit, like like 20,000 liters, something like that, of jarred green beans. How much do the noodle soups sell for? Is it worth even considering? Almost 3,000. You get a lot for your work. I mean, you probably make money on it. I mean, it's usually how everything kind of works. It's a base game thing, so you're probably gonna make money on it. You're probably not gonna make a ton of money on it, but should still make money. Yeah, that production's going now. I'll probably see how things fare, and I'll probably put the peas in there as well. I'll see noodle soup. I'm not sure if we'll do that or not. It would make us have to plant something else and use that multi-grain production for even more. And then, yeah, I'm not sure if we want to put. We could. Obviously, emptying out. I could have Autumn move over. Maybe. I'll consider it. But anyways, that is about everything for today. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye.